There's roughly 83 million homeowners in the United States, and even in a bad year, roughly 5% move every year, which means if you have 100 people in your CRM or 200 or 300, let's go with the middle number 200, that means 10 are moving every year. My question to you is, are they working with you? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Survive to Thrive. Today, we are going to talk about building your business through your database. So first of all, there's roughly 83 million homeowners in the United States. And even in a bad year, roughly 5% move every year. We had just under, I don't think they've actually released the actual number yet, 4 million homes sold in 2025. It was about the same number in 2024. Now, if you go back to 2026, it was 6.3 million homes sold. So first of all, if there is 5% of US homeowners that are moving every year, it makes sense that 5% of your database is moving every year, which means if you have 100 people in your CRM or 200 or 300, let's go with the middle number 200, that means 10 are moving every year. My question to you is, are they working with you? And everybody in your database knows somebody who's going to sell a home or buy a home in the next 12 months. Are they referring that business to you? And the chances are sometimes they are. And here's how you know. You get a call. You didn't make a call. You get a call from somebody who's telling you, I've got somebody who's wanting to buy a home and I suggested that they work with you. Awesome, you got a referral. Now, for every single one of those calls you're getting, how many are you not getting from your sphere of influence and past clients when they know somebody who is buying a home or selling a home? And we all think that people just think about us all the time, right? And I hear this all the time when I'm talking to real estate agents. Well, I don't want to ask for referrals. They know I'm a real estate agent and they would call me if they knew somebody who was going to buy or sell a home. Okay, not true. Just not true. So I want you to grab a piece of paper and we're going to start drawing pictures here. You're going to make a bullseye. So you got an inner circle and then outside that inner circle, there's another circle. Now in that inner circle, I want you to write advocates or raving fans. These are the people who are part of your sales force. You know somebody is an advocate. You know they're a raving fan when they consistently send you referrals. So if you have somebody in your database that is sending you 2 or 3 referrals every year, that's an advocate. That's a raving fan. Now, these individuals, you got to go above and beyond your normal touch system in order to make sure that you're building a relationship with them. Ask them out to meet for coffee, do a drop by or a pop by and deliver an item of value to them, maybe once a month or once every other month or something, but you got to go out of your way. Ask questions like, hey, what's your favorite restaurant? What do you guys like to do for fun? Do you like to go to the movies, for example? Now, if I know Bob is one of my advocates, and I know that he and his wife love to go to the movies, and I know they have a favorite restaurant where they live, one of the things that I can do is send him movie tickets and a gift certificate to his favorite restaurant. Now, Bob is going to go even further or want to go even further in order to help support my business because I'm taking extra time to build that relationship with him. Now, the circle outside your advocates, those are your past clients. Everybody that has bought a home or sold a home with you in the past. One note on this. If you have a past client that you never want to work with again, don't put them in your database. One of the reasons that we lead generate is so we can say no to the jerks. If you're taking notes, you can write that down. And if there was an unedited version of Survive to Thrive, you can substitute jerk with whatever word you want to use. Okay. So take those people out of your database. By the way, what kind of referrals are they going to send you? More jerks. So remove those people from your database. Only put past clients in there who you want to work with again. The circle outside that is your sphere of influence. What is the sphere of influence? Anybody who knows you, likes you, and knows you're a real estate agent. And who should go in there? Everybody. Everybody that knows you, likes you, and knows that you're a real estate agent. And if you're thinking, well, John, I don't have a lot of people in my sphere of influence, you have more than you think. Okay. Think about your neighborhood. Where do you go to church or worship, temple? Where do you work out? Who do you know from the gym? If you have kids, parents of the children that your children play with, organizations that you belong to, it will spark a memory or remind you, oh, yeah, I know Bob. I need to put Bob into my database. So get everybody in your sphere of influence that knows you, likes you, and knows you're a real estate agent. All right, the circle outside of that is new Mets. What is a new Met? Somebody that you haven't met before. Simple, right? The goal with new Mets is to move them into your sphere of influence. Now, how do you move people from a new Met to your sphere of influence? Simple. It's called an 8 by 8. So an 8 by 8 is a touch system where I'm going to communicate with you once a week for 8 weeks. It's emails, text messages, personal notes, phone calls. And the last phone call is, Joanne, if you knew of somebody that was going to buy a home or sell a home, would you possibly refer them to me? When Joanne says yes, she moves from a new Met to my sphere of influence. Now, the outside of the circle is haven't mets. This is everybody who you haven't met yet. They're everywhere. Now, every day you're going to find one person that you haven't met and you're going to add them to your database as a new Met. The script to do this, Timothy, is super simple. Hey, by the way, I am a real estate agent and I like to provide value to my friends and family. Friends and family, super important. It's not a list, it's a group. So you have a friends and family group. I like to provide value to my friends and family by sending them real estate market updates once a month and calling every 3 or 4 months just to see how they're doing and what I can do to support them. Would it be okay if I add you to that group? Simple, right? Now, is everybody going to say yes to you? No, of course they're not. But if you had that conversation with 5 people a day, I guarantee you one of them is going to say yes, probably 2 or 3 of them. And what would your database look like a year from now if you added one new person every day? If you add, that's right, Timothy, big. If you added one new person every day, you did this 365 days a year, you got 365 new contacts in your database. Let's go back to how I started the conversation. 5% of your database is moving every year. Everybody in your database knows somebody who's going to buy or sell a home. The return that you should get from your database is 10%. So take the total number of people that are in your database, multiply it by 10%. That's the number of deals that you should be doing every single year. Of all the agents that I coach, I have several agents who are doing very, very well, building very successful real estate businesses, 100% repeat and referral business by following the model that I'm teaching to you today. Now, what does a drip campaign look like? How do you create a drip campaign? All right, I'm going to share my screen. So I went to ChatGPT this morning. That's how quick you could do this. And all I did is create a 36 touch drip campaign for my database, include market update for the Palm Harbor, Dunedin, Florida area, newsletters highlighting local events, home improvement ideas, greeting cards for major holidays, phone calls once a quarter to build relationships, and ask for referrals and handwritten personal notes. And here's what it gave me. Quarterly phone call. It wrote a script for me. I didn't even ask it to do that, but it did that for me as well. Hey, Joanne, it's John Dietz. I was just thinking about you. No real estate emergency, just checking in. How's the house? How's life? By the way, if you hear of anyone thinking about buying or selling around Palm Harbor or Dunedin, I'd love to help them the way I helped you. Simple, right? Not exactly the script that I've taught you, but 100% really good script here. Now, it went on to give me a drip campaign for every single month. So, for example, January email market update, Palm Harbor Dunedin snapshot, what it means, handwritten note, Happy New Year, grateful you're in my world, email January home maintenance. February, email best date night spots in Dunedin, greeting card, Valentine's Day, email 1,000 improvements that add value. March, April, May, June, July. Call number 2 is in July, so it's scheduled one call every quarter. Took me 5 minutes to do this. 5 minutes. Could you do that? Raise your hand if you could do that. Now put your hands down and raise your hand if you've already done it. Karen, I love you. Way to go. Karen's my new favorite, everybody. I'm getting other hands up too, by the way. I just gave Karen all the love. All right, so let's recap. Your database is your business. Your business is your database. In order to run a successful real estate business, you have to treat it like a business. All businesses work from a database. Think about it. Go to CVS. I guarantee you, when you check out, they're going to ask you for your phone number. They're going to ask you for an email address. They're going to ask you if you're already in their system. In other words, are you in their database? How many of you buy things from Amazon? Everybody raise their hand. Everybody raise their hand. How many emails do you get from Amazon in a year? It's not 36. It's probably 100 plus. So for all of you who are thinking 36 touches is too often, Amazon doesn't think so. Your goal here is to create emotional proximity and top of mind so that when people think of real estate, they think of you. When they think about buying or selling a home, the first call they make is to you. When they go to a party and they meet somebody at the party who's talking about selling their home, and you call them the next day, hey, by the way, just out of curiosity, who do you know that's thinking of selling in the next 6 months? Or who do you know that's thinking of buying in the next 6 months? They're like, oh my gosh, can't believe you called. I just talked to somebody at a party last night who's talking about selling their home. What a coincidence. Now, you don't call them. What are the odds that they're going to go home and say, hey, Joe, who was at a party last night, I was talking to a friend who's thinking of selling their home. You should give him a call. Slim. Those are the calls you're getting. And you think you're running a real estate business by referral and repeat business, and actually it's just an accident. You're not doing it intentionally. All right, raise your hand if I just made you mad. Put your hands up. Talk to me. I was wondering, nobody's going to put their hand up there for a moment. Okay, Brian, talk to me.
I loved what you were saying today because drip campaigns are just automatic. It takes, a couple hours to get them set up, but then they're done because we all get so busy. We don't have time we intend to do so many things every day and it doesn't happen.
That's right.
And so when you set it up, it's just the quote, progress over perfection. Mm-hmm. It may not be perfect, but it's happening and it's automatic. And the more we can do automatically, the better, because it's the sure bet that it's going to actually get done.
Right.
And, on the email front, we get a lot of training over here at EXP from a big time coach like you, John. And he hounds us on, don't make it fancy. Don't put don't put any pictures in there. Right at third grade reading level, keep it simple, make it short and to the point.
That's right.
And those are the emails that will get read.
That's right.
Everybody knows when they sniff out a bunch of pretty Canva stuff, and make it personal. And we can do that these days with technology. There's no excuse not to do it.
There you go. Love it. Talk to me, Joe Grant.
So I'm good at calling people I don't know. I'm horrible at calling the ones that I do. Yeah. But one thing I set up, so I use Bold Trail, and inside it you can construct campaigns, and it's a way to drip. So it sets up, and I automatically, everybody tagged to a market report. Ironically, they get all 7 unless I know specifically where they live. But there's also a tested thing that goes out every month, and it phrases a little bit different, but it basically just, hey, because it's a slug, I've got big goals for the next to help 9 more families buy or sell a home. Who do you know that I need to know? None is just, hey, I'm looking to help 3 this month. I'm running. Can you help me out? Who do you know looking to buy or sell? And it's just a little phrase like that automatically text out every 3 months.
That's right. That's right. Kevin Dybel, you're right. And super important. You put it in the chat. All of these CRMs, these companies that have these CRMs, they provide training. So if you're wondering, where do I go in order to learn how to use this? There you are. We have a lot of hands up, so I'm going to move super fast here. Okay, guys. Sean, talk to me.
this came at a great time for me because I'm starting to work on my database today. But I think at the beginning, when I talked about slow increments, sometimes working doesn't necessarily mean calling or uh, emailing or drip campaigns. It could just be organization. Instead of just spraying it everywhere, be intentful. And today I'm going to call. Today I'm going to make sure that I get the jerks out of my database and put the people I love at the top, etc. And then start going. Make sure you're doing and set aside time. This is what I've been working on too, is getting a schedule set up so that I do my hour of one thing and it's done, and then I just move on. And that's at the end of the week, it's 5 hours.
Yeah.
Or 7 hours if I work, if I do it 7 days a week, and it just keeps going. And then that's 10 hours after 2 weeks, it's 15 hours, and it just keeps going and going and going.
Good stuff, Sean. Good stuff, man. We got to slow down to speed up, guys. And sometimes we need to spend time working on our business versus working in our business. Let's go, Beth. By the way, Beth is one of the people that I was talking about when I was sharing coaching clients who have built a very successful real estate business, 100% repeat and referral business. So Beth, I'm glad you put your hand up. Talk to me.
Absolutely. It is 100% the way to do business as far as I'm concerned, because everybody is a warm lead. A referral by somebody that already trusts and likes you is a warm lead. And I just want to say, if you send somebody a birthday card, you're probably the only one. Mm-hmm. Like I don't even get birthday cards from my siblings. So if you go snail mail birthday card, just add that to your plan to stay in touch with people, and you'll be remembered. You'll definitely stand out.
Great stuff, Beth. Thank you. Karen, talk to me.
Hey, just real quick, this just makes me super happy because I had seen this suggestion in another training. I think it was the AI Accelerator, where you had AI write. Anyway, long story short, I did a 12 email drip for people who come to my open houses. Just very rudimentary, a few sentences. First one was hi. Second one was the difference in some of the Hilton Head properties, villas versus homes, rentals, whatever. And people have responded. It's only on the second email right now, but people have responded. So it just makes me happy that y'all are talking about it. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Good stuff. I liked Mr. Hilton Head better, Jackson, but talk to me.
Trying to help you out there so these people can see my name. I'm Jackson Tomaszewski. Shout out David Gerwels. He's been my mentor since the old Berkshire Hathaway days, years and years ago. Very excited to be here. I love the energy from the group. It seems like an awesome meeting to be a part of. And I've always specialized in cold calling, and I've been, in and out of the real estate, sold a lot of property at a really young age. And I'm a licensed captain, pilot, just got my drone license as well. So I've been dabbling, but I'm back and I'm very excited. And hopefully you guys can anybody who is willing to help lift me up, I need it. I'll take it. And I'll do the same for the group. Very excited. Shout out David. He's the man, always been there for me, never given up on me.
Love it. Love this. Thank you, Jackson, for stepping in and sharing that with us. Yes, we are here to be the wind beneath your wings, my friend. You're going to go super, super far. Talk to me, Joanne Kelly.
So I think my theme today is we're all on different levels and places of where we are in our business. And as we're talking through the strategy, John, we've talked about this last year and we've talked about it the year before. And this year is definitely a year of transition where firsthand that I'm really honing down to the nitty gritty details. And so this Bullseye today was really helpful because everyone that I've added to my database and I'm working in my database. Whereas in past years, I had dabbled, but this year I will work for my database.
There you go.
And each step, you're just getting better and fine tuning the business. And just kind of trying to let people know that we might all be at different places, but it's progress, baby. It's progress.
That's right.
So thank you.
Good stuff. All right, I'll close on this. Joanne said it. I want to make sure everybody here gets it. Working for your database, what does that mean? Simply means when you start your day, you turn your database on, you look at what are the activities that you have, and you just do what your database tells you to do. It's just that simple. Show up, turn it on, do what you're told to do. All right, that is a wrap. By the way, 95 today, 5 away from breaking 100. Invite your friends, guys. Let's grow the group. Make it a great day, everybody. Out for now.
Hundreds of agents have improved their results through Coach John's coaching. You can too. Scan the QR code or send a message to start your coaching journey.